I watch a lot of videos on the internet, some of them centered around camping, people going out into wilderness territory, roughing it, as Mark Twain once said. It's an odd combination, virtual reality and bush country, but it works for me. I enjoy the view of nature and, with some exceptions, the company of the people involved. There is tremendous variation in all of this. Some go out alone, some take a dog, and many times there will be a group. Seasons vary from the harsh frigidity of winter to the blistering heat of summer. Some people eat very well indeed, others prefer a lighter fare, and some live off the land and water. They go to mountains and deserts and national parks. Most of them know what they are doing and pack the finest gear. Some just love the outdoors and have more modest equipment. In the occasional course of viewing these videos, I will come across people on the Appalachian Trail, and some of these are through hikers. They have gone or are doing the full 2,100 plus miles of the trail, parts of which are very testy, which is to say, steep terrain. These through hikers all agree that the experience changes your life, and though I have only been on several short sections of the famous trail, I believe I know what they are talking about. First of all, the trail will change your sense and practice of economy. Except for a few stops along the way that offer food and amenities, those hikers have what they can carry. That's it, and that is the foremost lesson of the trail. You have to strip everything down to what you absolutely must have, neglecting nothing of what you absolutely must have. Be prepared. So this is a very thoughtful part of the endeavor, packing and carrying. You learn to live without excess, and this will be something, if you do learn it, and it sticks, that will make you a social outcast, because of course our prevailing culture is built on excess. It's not really a tragedy for these people to find themselves at odds with society. Probably that differentiation, or the first stirrings of it, was what got them on the trail in the first place. So when they emerge, what was strongly suspected has been cemented and confirmed. They do not want to live like the great mass of people in this country. I don't know how each of them gets along, but I do know that they will not surrender their freedom for a job, and they can't live cooped up in a house that is stuffed with stuff. They have developed a completely different economy, and anything else seems wrong to them. And none of them will preach this gospel. After over 2,000 miles of tramping, days and nights alone, they know this is something you have to discover for yourself. Length of time parallels the length of space. They have been out of touch for several months, off the grid, as they say. They have become their own grid. They have missed all the very important late-breaking news, and they realize that all the very important late-breaking news doesn't affect them in the slightest. These people also withdraw from the competitive, combative forces that drive our culture. They don't see every situation as having winners and losers. For them, life is about taking care of yourself, trying to accomplish something in the span of each day, knowing that some days are going to appear to be better than others, but all days are equally valuable. These people find in themselves, some call it confidence, but I think of it as more of a comfort. They are comfortable with themselves and whatever they must face. The trail spreads you out so far that you have to, great breadth and depth. You are not easily rattled. You become more calm and resilient. And you feel a kinship with others, especially with the other through hikers. They're like family, which is what kinship means, but this extends to other people too. Through hikers know that other people are on a long trail too, whether they know it or not, and if you can give them a hand or a kind word, so much the better for both of you. Naturally, very naturally in this case, it's a pilgrimage. It starts out all practicality: shoes, clothing, tender hammock, food, water, knife, gun, matches, first aid, and it ends up in your soul. Through hikers have become what they had to, or they would not have made it: spiritual people. They won't be That won't be the same for all of them, but it will be true in some way for each of them. Having walked the walk, they feel they are a part of something greater than themselves.